Cindy with the Resell Remedy. I am going to talk just a little bit before I get to showing you what I sold, well, some of the things I sold this week. And I just want to talk just a little bit. I guess you might call this a rant. I don't know. But I've had a lot of people that have asked me, what are you making? What is your time? What kind of value are you putting on your time when it comes to listing and selling on eBay? Now, guys, I'm going to address this as my point of view and not as anybody else's, because I know some of you guys, you clock in and out, you got a spreadsheet. I know some of the higher price sellers, they have to. These guys are making $20,000, $40,000, $60,000 a year. They have to have accountants and spreadsheets and things like that, what their time is worth. And us as little guys, you know, little guys, we really don't have to do all that kind of stuff right now. And in fact, I think I told you that our personal accountant said what I do is still listed as a hobby. So I don't really have to file taxes on it. You know, this is just a hobby. This is hobby money. You know, it's like putting a table out in your front yard and selling your goods as a yard sale. You know, you don't really have to account for any of that kind of stuff. I hope none of the IRS is listening to me, but the accountant that works with me, he said pretty much that this is just a hobby. Okay, well, anyway, back to what I was talking about. Sometimes I spend 6 hours in this room, sometimes more, on and off, all day long, you know. Sometimes I don't spend any time. But this is my messed up workroom. This is where I list. This is where I take pictures. This is where it's my quiet spot. If you were going to other parts of my house, there's noisy. You know, I have animals, they're noisy. But this is my spot. And sometimes I'm in here. Now, if I was to give myself a wage for sitting here for an hour, listening to videos on how-tos, excuse me, and listing and doing research and what's the best price to put on my items and everything. If I was to do that, I would say I need to make at least $20 an hour. But no, in all reality, I don't do that. Okay? I do what I can in a day, and I don't put a dollar amount on it. Now, there's some people that will disagree with me, and they say time is money. Right now, if this is not interfering with anything that I've got to do in my life that does make money, then my time in here is money to me, no matter how much time it is, you know. Maybe later on when I get a little, you know, more money ahead, and this is not a hobby in the IRS's eyes anymore, then I will start looking into doing a little bit more paperwork when it comes to stuff like this. But right now, you know, I'm not worried about all that. And I'm going to give you a quick example. And you can see right here, this is my crafts. Oop, let me move out of it. This is some of my crafts I've done. I've won ribbons and things like that for it. Yeah, y'all have probably seen it before. And it's also my inspiration, which is, let's see if I can do it, Gordon Ramsay. He's chef is one of my inspirations. You know, he's just such a go-getter. I watched a live story about him and how he got started, and he deserves everything he has. I mean, he really does. But anyway. Okay, so the example I want to tell you about is crafting. That behind me, you see the Rubik's Cube. I originally saw that in the Big Bang Theory, and I noticed by looking, I looking on the TV, I was like, that looks like plastic canvas, and I'm like, oh, it can't be plastic canvas. And the closer the shot of Sheldon that they showed, where he sits next to a spot, I looked, it was plastic canvas, and that's what I do. I love plastic canvas. It's just relaxing to me. So I looked for a pattern for that. I did find a pattern, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I had to think about what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, because I wanted to get as close to the one I saw on TV as I possibly could. And so by taking a screenshot of that box on TV and then looking at the patterns and then trying to figure out, you know, where to put this, where to put that, blah, 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 you know, I come up with my own design. And it was close to the one that I found online, but this was my own design. And it took me some time to do that, guys. You know, it took me probably a week to finish that box. you know, after all said and done. It took me about a week. And then I'm a perfectionist. I am like so OCD when it comes to certain things. If there's a string out of place, if there's a stitch out of place, if something's wrong with it and it don't look right to me, I'll redo it. I ended up with 3 of those things. Yes, my daughter snagged one. I won a blue ribbon at a fair for another, which that's the one that's on the shelf right now. And the other one, actually, I had it in my bedroom and somebody threw something on it and actually cracked. I still have that one, but that's just one that's going to stay right there. I had it on Etsy. I had to take it off, but I will be redoing some for Etsy this Christmas. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it took me a while to do that. And if I was to put a dollar amount on there, I'd be selling that thing for about $200. Now, guys, that is not worth $200. You know, if I put my time into it, my thought process into it, and everything like that, and added it all up on a sheet, that thing would be expensive. I can't do that. And it's just like an item I had the other day I couldn't find online. And I swear, guys, I say this to people, and I've heard it before. If you can't find it in the first 10 minutes, give it up. Just list it for something and try that, or put it on auction and try that. Don't waste a whole 30, 40, 50, and even an hour looking for something. Guess what I did? I wasted 40 minutes looking for a price on something. Before I knew it, an hour had went away before I even started listing. And don't do that. But anyway, all I'm saying is, if you're new to this, and guys, I'm not talking to you that's been selling this for 3, 4, 5, 6 years and more that are professionals. You know, if don't put a value amount on every single thing. I have heard people say, I've lost money, I'm losing money. You know, you go to the thrift store and you buy something for $1, $2, and you put it on eBay for $15, you're making money. You really are making money. You're not losing. Quit adding that time in there, and the time you took looking it up, and because you're gonna get, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get depressed. You're gonna want to stop. You're gonna say, this isn't working. I'm losing money. You're not losing money. You're losing time. Now, if time is not that important to you and you want to get this started, then let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. When I opened my business, I had a business for 5 years. When I first opened my business, I put a lot of sweat, I put a lot of thought, I put a lot of money, I put a lot of time into getting this business going. And then when I got the business going, I still put in a lot of time. Did I get that time back in money? No, I did not. That time was gone. It was just gone. I couldn't even pay myself for years after starting the business, you know. It took probably 2 years before I started even seeing anything that would come back to me that was considered mine for what I did. And then, even then, you know, I didn't pay myself enough, you know. But if the business would have continued to grow, unfortunately, it closed during the time that the economy was going south, you know, and it was just a bad time for small mom and pop businesses like mine. And that's fine. It happens, you know. It was hard, but it happens. But I'm just saying, if I was to have allotted myself money for the time that I put in to get in, I'd have never got paid, never got it back. I mean, seriously, I put in a lot of time, and so did my friends, so did my family. These are people that just gave. And so when you're starting anything, you're starting a business and you're starting anything, you're going to have to give that time. You're going to have to accept the fact that you're going to maybe waste a few dollars, waste a lot of time, and waste a lot of energy. But it'll come back to you, and it won't be a waste. It'll come back to you, and you'll see. But anyway, I'm sorry. This was kind of sort of a rant, and I apologize if anybody don't understand this and they're doing it a different way. Just do what works for you. And I've always said that. Do what works for you. I do what works for me, and you do what works for you. Okay. All right, this is Cindy with the Resale Remedy, and we are going to get into my what's sold. So let's get into that. All right, here we go. This little thing right here, this is it came from Hallmark, and this is it was a Christmas card bucket holder, and I've never actually had one of these. This is one of the items that was given to me by one of my friends, and it was in great condition. It was in really good condition, and you can see right here is Hallmark, and I always put my measurements in there. Even though I write them down, I put my measurements in there. Oh, let me tell you about that, guys. There's been a lot of people that's getting returns on clothing and stuff like that in some of the groups I've been I'm in and look at. Guys, put those measurements out there. Don't give people the opportunity to have to text you or email you or anything like that to ask you what the measurements are. Put them in your listings. That way, when you get a return and somebody's trying to return something, says it didn't fit, you at least got those measurements to back you up, let you know that I did put them in there, guys. Pay attention to them. I put them in there. All right, but this one sold for $5.99, and the shipping was actually higher than the price I was asking. But this was a free item. This was given to me by one of my friends, and so I really didn't have to thrift for it. It's just there. I haven't had to thrift for anything. And I'm going to talk about that later on. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, about thrifting and where to get stuff. That will be tomorrow's show. All right, guys, let me go to the next one. Isn't this cute? These were some books my daughter had. She was in a book club when she was younger. And these are the little Bill books. And these guys are the cutest little books. And they were in very good condition. My daughter was very good with her books. And she's not so good with the My Little Pony she was giving me. She had to take some of them back. For some reason or another, Sharpies became very popular. And she was Sharpie in... I'm not even saying it right. Anyway, putting the Sharpie on her My Little Ponies. But these books are cute. Okay, these guys sold for $10, and of course they were media mail. I sold them, and shipping was $3.12 for media. And guys, make sure your books go media. They go cheaper to the customers. They do get there slower, but give them the option. If they want to get them faster, they can pay more. But these guys were over £1, so that was going to cost. It was but give them that option. Give your customers that option. Okay, guys, next one. Oh my goodness, this one right here, I listed it. It sold less than 12 hours after I listed it. This actually cost $64 originally. This was my daughter's, I'm not going to say it right, Evie Hoodie. It's missing the string, which I did take a picture of it. Let me see if I can show you. Isn't this just the cutest thing? She wore this everywhere. There we go. It's missing the pull string right here. The hoodie. I did list that in the item condition. And I also listed, as you can see right here, I listed it as fair condition missing hoodie pull string. Now, the reason I listed it fair is you can see this is faded. This has been washed numerous times. She loved this. And she's even got the bottom of it a little stretched. You can see here. But the lady was so excited, and so we got this sold right off the bat. So anyway, it was hard to let go because my daughter does love it so much, but she's got other jackets now. But this was a nice jacket. She loves this jacket. Okay, next one. My daughter she cleaned out the closet, and she had some shoes that were in really good condition, so I put them on there. I've got to watch somebody's shoe video, especially somebody's got tenny shoes. I had these shoestrings going everywhere. I'm like, what to do with the shoestrings? I tucked them, I did this, and finally I just said, okay, let's just put them like this. They sold really fast, so I guess the shoestring thing worked. But these were really nice shoes in good condition. I do take pictures of the inside. I take pictures of the outside. And I did take pictures of the heel. It was a little scuffed on the back, and I did want to let my customers know that the heels are like that. So I did, and I showed a comparison of the heels. And it's a good thing, guys, to show each and every angle of your product to make sure that the customers know what they're getting for. Okay. These right here, some cute shorts. I wore these last year. My daughter complained so much about them being so short on her mother that I finally decided just to put them on eBay and not listen to her anymore. But these are really cute shorts, and they sold, and somebody's going to get to enjoy them. I believe they're going to Florida. So somebody's going to get to enjoy them. And they are cute shorts. So I sold some shorts. And these are Dollhouse Juniors. I got these Dollhouse shorts at one of my favorite stores, TJ Maxx. I'm giving TJ Maxx a plug. I love TJ Maxx. You can find some deals there. Great deals. And you can find some, if you've got a little bit of money to spend, you could actually go in there with your thrifting money and pick up some things. I believe these actually, I don't never buy anything full price. These I actually bought on clearance. I think they were $3 or $4. It might have been $2. I don't know. But anyway, I bought these on clearance during the summer closeouts and that's a good time right now is to go to TJ Maxx. You can get bathing suits, shorts, short sleeve shirts, everything, because they're getting their winter stuff out. And they started doing that about 3 weeks ago. So go look and pick you up some things if you got some good thrifting money. All right, next thing. This was so cute. Oh my goodness. This was the Hallmark Jingle Husky stuffed plushie. Now, this plushie reads along with the books. And I wanted to make sure it worked and everything because I had a customer very, very, very interested in it. I mean, she was extremely interested for a 5-year-old daughter. And she says, you listed very good condition. She said, this thing looks like it's new. And it is. It is like new. But I put pre-owned because it's not an original packaging or anything like that, you know. But it is like new. So she did want to make sure it worked. She didn't want to order it for her daughter because for some reason or another, I forgot to list in there that it does work on the listing. And pay attention to the listing, guys. Go ahead and test it. If it doesn't work, say, I don't know, can't test it, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I put some batteries in it. I text her right back and says, it is working and it's so cute. My husband and I sit there and played with it for a little while. And the little dog growls and barks, but it is so cute. You see one of these guys, pick them up, but you're going to need those books to go along with it. So make sure you get those interactive books to go along with Jingle. Okay, guys, next one. Oh, this one sold for $18. This was $18. She had no problem paying full price for it, and I shipped it right out to her and got a great review off of it. Next one. This, guys, I showed you, I think it was last week, and I was showing you what I was going to sell. This I listed. It sold a couple hours after I listed it. I'm telling you guys, dog toys sell. The guy that bought this paid full price for it. I was asking $10.99. I got $10.99. And, of course, shipping. And he pays shipping and everything. No ifs, ands, or buts. So these things are very, you see, go to Petco, PetSmart, whatever you got around you. I don't particularly like those kind of pet stores, but that's all I got. But go and look in the closeouts on the toy bins. Pick some dog toys up because dog toys sell. They really do. Being a pet shop owner and everything like that, I had a lot of these. This is the last one of this, and all my dog toys have already sold. I had squeak toys, plush toys, fling toys, tennis balls, blah, blah, blah. Everything sold and sold fast. But pick some dog toys up, guys. They sell really good. All right, I think this is the last one I got to show you. This was one of my daughter's shirts. She bought this, thought it was really cute. She bought it last year. It stayed in a drawer. She never had the courage to wear this anywhere. I think she wore it one time. So this was really in good condition. And with the Emoji movie being out, this one didn't take but a day to sell as well. I did get the full price for it, $10.99, $3.39 shipping, but it's in really good condition. This came from Justice. Justice is a girls' store in the mall. So no, I did not pay $10.99 for it. When I originally bought this, I think it was $27, I want to say. I think it was 20 something. But Justice is not a cheap store, but my daughter was into all that stuff at one time. But all right, but that's it. That's everything that I have. Let me see if I can remember how to get this thing back. I can't. All right. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this show. Sorry I ranted there for a little while, but I will be back in a day or two, and I got another video to show you. I've kind of put together, but I want. Hi guys, sorry about that. I cut myself off trying to find the button to make it bigger. So anyway, you guys have a great week. Happy selling, and this is Cindy with the Resale Remedy saying bye-bye.